interesting too. I think because like there's a new enemy I have a DLC for. Hold up. Where is my... Because I have all the DLCs for the game. Complete bundle. Please let me see the bundle info. So there's Alpine Unrest, Phoenix Rising, US Weapons Pack, which I don't have, actually. There's Soviet Weapons Pack, which I don't have. I also don't have the Sweet Vanity Pack for some reason. I thought I did. But I've got the Blockbuster Vanity Pack, bikes, because why not? They've actually released a whole heap of these I haven't actually seen. I thought I had all the DLCs. I don't. We've got Base Defense Pack, Weapons, US Weapons Pack 2, Base Support Pack, Resistance Weapon Pack, Tactical Equipment Pack, Camo Weapon Skin Pack, and Eastern European, and oh shit, there's motorbikes. Hold up. I might actually just... I'll do it after stream. I'll add that to my fucking throne room because that's something I'd love to get. So I also have... I was explaining this to a fellow earlier this morning. I have a Patreon and I have a throne room. And the point of it is that I haven't really set up Patreon properly yet, but obviously, like, if you guys want to support me with, like, coffee and shit like that, that's the place to go. Or if you want to get access to priority Discord, like, that's also a place to go, but it's expensive at the moment because I haven't set it up properly. I'm going to drive around town and see what I can find here. But I have the throne room thing for, like, shit that interests me and whatever that I'm trying to get. Well, I'm glad you've got money, but I don't. That's why I have, like, a lot of stuff on my throne room is, like, it's basically, like, the shit that I like and, like, would love to have someday, but, like, don't and can't afford because, like, yeah, no money. But, yeah, I'll definitely put that bikes pack on there because I have bicycles in, sorry, my voice is going. I have bicycles in Generation Zero, and they're the most simply useless things I've ever seen in my life. They're hilarious. They're like, you hop on it and you touch a twig and you literally fall over. Like, yes, it's kind of accurate, but man, is it annoying to ride around on. And I love motorbikes, so I think that would go well. Ham radio might have paper. I'm not after paper, I'm after books. There's a bear I don't want to piss off over here. Skyrim physics. It is Skyrim physics. It's the most, like, touchy stuff. Like, you even look at the bike the wrong way and you might flip over and die. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. It's a very, very touchy bicycle system. That's the thing there. I was just reading the building that's from 1931 over here. It might have some books. If it's got anything. It's a factory. Box factory. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I assume it's just going to have a lot of paper, though. But I am, like, trying to find books. And if it's got paper and I'm here for paper, it might actually have books instead. Sorry. Hit by a giant. Does it get hit by a giant and join the Skyrim space program? Okay, so let me just take a swig of water and tell you a little story about Generation Zero that's fucking hilarious, right? Hold on. I need to remember to drink water today, especially since I'm not feeling well. Okay, so Generation Zero has this weird physics thing that seems to only apply to me. And I have not seen it do it to anybody else, and it is the cruelest fucking thing ever. So, let's say I kill an enemy, okay? I kill one of the big robots, and I'm running over to him, and I'm trying desperately to get its loot, and I'm within 1 or 2 meters away, and it just starts flying off into space. I'm not even joking. It just fucking... It goes from, like, this rock, right? You see a rock just sitting there, and it just like lifts up and just fucking flies off, and it just keeps going and getting smaller into the atmosphere. And with it goes the loot that I have so desperately tried to get from it. And so I am substantially behind my partner in game because he keeps getting the loot and I don't. I don't know if I've been in this one over here. I'll just run over and take a look. I might have been. Yeah, so every time we play it, half of my loot fucks right off and his just stays right where it is and he gets the loot and I don't. I thought I'd done this one. I wasn't sure. It's so frustrating. And it only happens to my person. I don't know if it's going to do it with a new character spawn. Yeah, and the worst part is, if I'm sitting here, right, I can literally still see it. Like, if I look up after 5 minutes, it's still flying off, getting smaller. Like, just fucking taunting me that I killed it and I can't have it. It's really, really annoying. But it's random, too. It doesn't happen every time. It just happens some of the time. And it's just some of the time enough for me to forget that it does it most of the time. You know? And it's super frustrating. Because I'm just like, you know, my partner will say, oh, this particular one that's down, and he'll have, what you call it? Where'd my game go? I down to it. There we go. It will literally like, well, that's also part of the joke. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just frustrating. You guys will see it. I'm curious if it's going to happen on a new load-in. My, what you call it? My chatbot thing, whatever it's called, my moderator is like pretty tightly censored. There's a lot of words that it will and won't accept. So it normally just holds them for me to just let me choose whether or not I can have that in chat. Most of the time I don't care. I just have it up extra sensitive because I know at some point in time I will get an extremely like overly sexist male come in, or even overly sexist female come in and say some really horrible things to me. So that's why it's up extra strong. It's in case for the future. I probably shouldn't just assume that like an extremely offensive like guy will come in, because quite frankly in this day and age, anybody could come in and say anything. Yeah, I've been pretty good so far. I've only had one person come in and try to troll me, and I was so oblivious to it that like I legitimately asked them like questions about how they were and so on and so forth, and made it like really awkward for them to bully me. But I didn't even know until after they left, and a couple of my members were like, you realize that person was like trying to like have a go and stuff. And I'm like, I really didn't. And in a sense, being oblivious to it probably made it better. I didn't expect one bullet to take it down, to be honest. I'm trying to get all of these like little post box things because they might have books in it. But I also need to get fuel for my glider. It's a good thing you're not a troll. Well, you never know, hey? I mean, it just takes one day for somebody to feel in a silly mood and to go down the wrong path, and, you know. I just hope that, like, most people are nice enough. Nice enough to remember that I'm a person as well. And that, you know, like, yeah, everybody has, like, feelings and opinions and stuff like that. Not everybody has the same opinions and feelings on stuff. Like, the shit that I find funny, somebody else might not find funny, and vice versa. Now go for it. I'm gonna loot this. I can hear all this battle music. We do not. You guys are upside down to us. So, you know, there's that. You guys got to fix up. Like, you know, get your shit in order, people. I do get asked that occasionally, and I actually have got a joke meme down in Discord somewhere. Because somebody was like, literally said it on their stream. They were like, told me that I'm upside down. And I'm like, well, not really, because from my perspective, you guys are upside down. So, yeah. And you keep heading down this way. I'm not expecting to find more businesses. Shooting range might have a box, maybe. Go check that out. Oh, cold water. Oh, she got her feet wet. She got her little footsies wet. Ah, man. Look, all I hope is that I don't, like, come across too flat while I'm not well. Because, like, I don't have a great deal of energy at the moment. And it's not that I'm really tired, but I just feel very worn. Very, very worn out at the moment. So everything, including just sitting and moving, is effort. And it's more effort than I kind of have. But I am damn well going to make sure, regardless, that I, to the best ability, can turn up and be, like, here at the times that I'm supposed to be, because I want you guys to be able to, you know, be here, and I want to be able to catch up with you guys while I'm streaming. What was that? You're thinking it would be really easy for 13-year-olds to mimic the behavior of somebody like you, full mass streamers. Yeah, but the thing is, you got to remember that, was it Chat GB or GT or whatever the fuck it's called, is also a thing that exists. And there's also a new AI that's just been brought out that can mimic voices and can mimic... Azula, no, I need that. Yeah, that. Hold up. Yeah, so from my perspective, pretty much anybody can be anybody else. I would prefer people be themselves, and at some point I will probably put into my rules that, like, no role playing and shit like that. Not that I can stop somebody from coming in, it's just that, you know, people will be who they are, and eventually it will show if they're not who they are. So that's the way I look at it. Like, it's very hard to pretend to be somebody else for a long time. That's why even streaming and stuff like that, like, there's no point in me trying to be somebody I'm not. Who I am is exactly who I am. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people aren't going to like it. And quite a few people might like it. Azula, stop hitting buttons. She got a paw on my keyboard again. Those are all Shotgun Messiah. Shotgun Messiah. There we go. Why are you a terrible person? Are you ChatGP? Is this your way of coming out as ChatGP? I knew it all along. Don't you worry about it. No, I'm joking. Let's pick the locks. Get those unpicked. Oh, I've got that recipe already. So that's fine. I think I sold most of the stuff. I should be scrapping this. See, even that held. Like, it's supposed to, like, it doesn't matter if it's you talking about you or you talking about me. My mod bot's pretty on it. I should just make her drink some of these drinks. Yeah, no, she drank it. I thought I made her scrap it for a second there. I'm like, please don't scrap it. I don't need glass shards. I don't need that either. But, you know, here we are. What with all the shit you've done. But are you saying that makes you an idiot? Because if you're saying that, it doesn't. Because everything you've done in your history has made you who you are today. So what? I'll be honest right here. I legitimately do not care if you have been in jail, if you've murdered somebody, if you've been nice to the granny down the street, you've done your homework, or cheated on somebody. Like, I have opinions of stuff, but, like, who you are, who you've been, whatever. You're you. You know? And if all these things happened throughout your life and it's ended up that you're here, sitting here talking to me today, I really don't care because I appreciate that you're sitting here talking to me. And move down here. That way. Like, don't take me wrong when I said, like, I don't care. I do care. I care about you guys. It's just that, like, not everybody's going to have been an absolute saint their entire life. And that's just a fact. Like, the person that I used to be 10 years ago was an absolute bitch. And I sure as hell am glad that I wasn't streaming back then. I gave too much information, too much of the information that people don't want to hear. I have like, let me just get that one. Yeah, I legitimately am glad that I'm no longer the person I was 10 years ago. And like, I know that at some point in the future, somebody's going to dig up some information on me from like 10 years ago, be like, this is the person that she was. And it's like, yeah, I was a terrible person. But I also realized that I was a terrible person and actively stopped doing that and started trying to figure out how to be a better person and move towards being that better person. And the person that I am today, sitting here talking to you, is completely different, almost a 180 from who I was. And I couldn't be fucking happier that I'm going in this direction. Like, I'm just glad. So you went to some stuff at some point in time. So the fact that you have that available and could do that, you know, at least it's not illegal, or well, to my knowledge, isn't illegal. Was it one of the? Was it you? No one. Kind of asshole when they're. Yeah, exactly. I think everybody's. I don't know. Some people have like the objective to be nice when they're younger, but there's sometimes a motive behind it. I had no reason to really be nice, and I had a horrible upbringing, so I took that out on everyone and everything. So, yeah. And it took realizing the kind of life that I was in to change it. But I'll tell you what, it had to take a few people actually saying it to me, because not everybody just realizes this is shit on their own, you know? And yeah, at the same time, I wish I had been this person I am now when I was younger, because I would have been a lot happier and a lot more, I guess, advanced towards like the future that I want. I already feel like I'm 15 years behind the curve kind of thing, which is sad really, but you know, 15 years from now, I'll be hopefully about where I want to be, mentally and emotionally. So I just got to keep on it. They'll finally crack a book. Oh man, I didn't think that was going to be one. I was going to say, I'm looking for one, and here's a trader here. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we'll go to trader, then I'll go into crack a book so I can get rid of some shit. Please tell me this has not just been down the corner and I haven't already visited this guy. But yeah, all I have to say is, like, I am actually very close friends with a few people that have done things, definitely things that they're no longer proud that they've done, even though they were at the time. So I just say, don't worry about it, and just know that whoever you are now, I appreciate you. So if, you know, if that on any level matters to you, I'm happy, you know? And if it doesn't, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. But it's your opinion and you're entitled to have it. So, yeah. I don't think they buy mushrooms. They don't. And you already bought all the clay and all the paper. I don't need to take any of this home, so I'm just selling it. Except for the fuel. I need that. I will take, like, raw resources like this, and I will take some of the food. Just get rid of that. So, do you sell books? Oh, I need to yawn. I already yawned. That happened.
Thank
All right.
God you're done browsing. Next time I'll charge you for that.
Mate, you already did. I like turned around and there was all these thingies here. I'm like, whoops. Okay, so I have leveled every possible page of like perks and stuff, and within each perk, all of its abilities, right? So each one has different amounts. Now I've done all of them. I have maxed my levels, and I'm still leveling. The only thing I'm looking for now is just one last book out of all these books, and it's number 6. And if I can just find number 6, I will have effectively completed the game. Like, I haven't got all the schematics, but I don't really give two shits to try and find those because there's no active way for me to record, to my knowledge, what ones I do and don't have. But if I can find this book, because Alpha 21, they're starting to finally discuss the next upgrade of this game, the next version. And they're finally starting to discuss it in the developers and stuff openly to the world. So I'm thinking it's going to happen soon. I still need to see the video. They only released it yesterday to find out when it's happening. But if I can just find this before they change it, that'd be great. I have half an hour more to go today before that'll be it. Oh, yeah. Well, I will be streaming tomorrow for PUBG, but otherwise, I'll see you next Thursday. I hope you have a really great birthday this weekend. I'll probably still wish you happy birthday through Discord and stuff later, but you know, I hope you enjoy your birthday. Tell me all about it next week. I want to hear about it. Even if you did nothing, I don't care. Just tell me you got up and had a piece of toast or something. I don't know. Filing cabinet might have books. It's got books. It just doesn't have the book. Oh, man. I've looked through everything. From down here, I've got to kind of like head down this way. It's got to head to the end of the street. That way. Alright, well, I'll keep going down here. I don't think Burger Joint's going to have any great literature, but just put down this and just get it refilled. It's also super windy today here, so all the trees and stuff are roughing up the gutters. All I can hear is like the gutters like squeaking and bowing and stuff. Let's get a bit more petrol. I will eventually like fill most of it up. I probably won't even need it because I'm slowly walking back home. I legit just thought something drove in here, then I freaked out. What is this? This isn't the fire one, that is. So what is this? What is this? Oh, this is that weird warehousey room. The shotgun Masara at the back. Like, any of these could have stuff in it, but I'm not fucking around with that. I am supposed to be walking along the road. Not that I appear to be doing that. Yeah. Dead rooster, junking. Something snarled at me that way. These working sift tools are everywhere, and it's not what I need. I don't think the dead rooster is going to have anything. That's another working stiff, for fuck's sake. There is a box at the top of that could be a cracker box. It might be worth going up for. Wouldn't take me long. Jesus fucking Christ, is it windy today? It was like slightly bowing against the gutters. Now I'm just hearing like bins and shit getting like not thrown around, but like getting knocked over and shit by the breeze. It's going to be a very kind of calm, peaceful day today, I think. Like in the sense of a nice, you know, billowing breeze and not much else going on because it's too It's too windy for people to go out and play outside. Probably a bit too windy for most people to do certain like groundskeeping stuff as well. So you shouldn't really have like a lot of like there's no point in running a blower or trying to spray a garden. You know, it would just go everywhere. Let me go up here. Oh, shit. I was like deep in thought for a second there, and then all these like zombies started snarling, and I just wasn't ready for it. Actually, legitimately kind of scared me. It bring me back to reality a bit. I'm getting to the point of being like a little bit out of it at the moment. Which isn't too bad. I've still got about half an hour. Jesus Christ. That timing. What else? Oh, it goes up. I know there's not much stuff outside there, so I'm not worried about that. Another working stiff tools. Away. Oh, Jesus, where'd you come from? I want to get up there. Let's go get up and out. You way. I need to go this way. I'm kind of looking for. I'm kind of looking forward to the Alpha 21, seeing what they change and stuff. Like I do want to watch their dev stream, if they have it recorded. Because when it came out, it was going to be my midnight, and I just was because I hadn't slept. I wasn't going to stay up for it. I'll do it. Yeah, no, I hadn't slept yesterday to try to stay up later to watch it. Another book. Yeah. But I do want to know what they've done, what they're doing, when it's coming out and stuff. I'd really like to know. Get rid of that. I don't really need any of this stuff. I mean, I could use glass to go home. I don't really need to. Where else can I go? Oh, God. Oh, stretches. I cannot wait until I have channel points and you guys can tell me to stretch occasionally. That's going to be fantastic. I do not move enough. And probably something I should be like generally worried about, I guess, is like you can get like deep vein thrombosis and stuff like that. I should be more concerned about that considering how still I sit out of habit for owning cats and stuff. And just travel down to my town on my bike. Yeah. I figured that might damage me and the bike, but it was worth it. Bike light, please. Something to run over. Yep. Just grazed it. I actually think about like the big blades on the front of this thing, and I'm like, even if I just grazed an animal, it would hurt and do so much severe damage to it. It does make sense. Like if you had blades coming off to like smooth out and around yourself and whatever, it would be so useful. Knowing me, I'd probably just collide gently with a tree and get stuck and then get eaten. That's how reality would actually go. I also know that like the last couple of, I don't know, last 30 to hour and a half, something like that. I know I've talked about some like super deep topics and stuff like that. But at the same time, like I don't generally talk about all the like the deeper stuff very often. Normally just like, I don't know, I guess even in just conversation with like friends and family and stuff like that, I normally keep it pretty light and subsurface sort of thing. So it's interesting going into some deeper stuff. But yeah, I can see I've got a drop over here. I'm just trying to see where. Yeah, it's at the other end. Sure, let's go around this way. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like as far as like current stuff goes, I'm pretty excited to play DMZ later today. Give that a try. Like I've read about all the changes and stuff like that. I just haven't played it yet because it only updated at like 3 a.m. and sleep was a higher priority for me. I might have some books in my own town. I don't really do much in the way of looting this area, so I might. Give me that. Another book. That's actually steel. That's not bad. Give me my light, please. You stay down. Any other thing I haven't been checking is these mailboxes. Sometimes have them. I'm down, Lovey. What else? I'm legit concerned that I might actually be sick though. Just because like earlier in the week my sinuses really hurt.